Just a minute, getting everything set up right now, and I need to get the link and send it to people on Facebook. Okay. Let's go to the video details. Hopefully this is going live. Do I have a link here? Yeah, we're in Kyiv, Ukraine, just it's not clear. Get shareable link. Okay, I'm gonna post on my Facebook wall now and Instagram so people can see. Link here. And on Instagram. Let's see, let's comment. Let's hope this is working. I'm gonna check with my mom if everything's working on her end, and then hopefully okay. Let's open in the app. We don't want to get some sort of feedback loop up here, so let's see. Okay, so I think the live chat is working. Is it playing? Okay. Okay, so looks like we have 5 people here, so I'm gonna get started and okay, great. Mark Sparks, yeah, good to see you. It's okay, we know everything's working now. So we are in beautiful Kyiv, Ukraine right now, and this is Maidan Nezalezhnosti behind me. This is the Independence Square. And probably you've seen this in the news. You know, if not, there's also the other end over the years. Over on the other side is very often featured. And this was back in 2014. They had the Maidan Revolution. Oh, here is Roman. Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure. So we're going to also have some Ukrainian perspective. Roman is my co-author. We're working together on a project, and he's a mathematician in Kyiv. So we have another mathematician. Hey, John Grismer.
Oh, great.
So I think we can kind of look along at the comments here.
Okay.
So it's good to see everybody. So basically, yeah, we can. What I think we're going to do is we're just going to walk around and, like, you know, you guys are. We have 6 people watching now, and we'll see, you know, how many come or go, and we can just kind of look at things, interact with surroundings. If anyone has any questions for Roman here, for Roman Nikiforov, you know, he can give his perspective on how it is to live here. Roman has a family. He has 2 sons and a wife. And so we'll be completely honest. You know, we're not going to hide anything or give any sort of spin. So, how are you feeling?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a bunch of math talks earlier in Ukrainian. So, okay. So let's move on a little bit. So, you could even give, if you want, some description of everything here, because you probably know it better than me.
I'm not sure.
Or maybe you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's streaming to, you know, whoever's watching wherever. So, like, for example, what's this over here? Like, I know, like, I've heard what this monument is about, but
Yeah, it's like a monument of mythological founders of Kyiv, like 3 brothers and a sister. Kyiv, it's the main elder brother. Kyiv named after him, and Horiv, Shek, and their sister Libit. So there is in Kyiv, Kyiv is like a city, and also there is a few hills like Shekavitsa, and also there is Riva Libit, quite small, like, but yeah.
I wanted, sorry. Yeah, if there's anything else to say. So what I was thinking of doing, there's a bit of a memorial. So yeah, it looks both Ah, okay, great. So we have Sviatoslav Skiba. He was at my math talk. So, yeah, just to be clear, why am I actually here in Kyiv? It's maybe a good question for those who don't know. It's well, I don't want to say it's partly your fault because it's really not. I'd like to blame you, but it was really like my own doing.
Yes.
Yeah, Roman agrees. Yeah, it's like partly like Marina Vyazovska's fault and partly my fault. But yeah, she gave me the idea. I wouldn't have thought of it until then. So she is one of the 2022 Fields medalists. So it's like equivalent of a Nobel Prize in math, and she's from Ukraine. And they started this ICMU, International Center for Mathematics in Ukraine. I have the shirt on right now. And they're having talks where they, events where they invite foreign guests to speak about their research and everything. And she suggested this to me in August, and I kind of took some time to think about it, and I eventually came here. So we are at something a little more solemn now. How much do you know about? Yeah, my parents are there as well. So hey, Sviatoslav, and hello, Mom, and hello, Dad. So I think this is a war memorial, right? So these are soldiers
but
who've
it's like not organized, like just I don't know. It's not officially made memorial. Just in some point, people put flags, with small flags, to in the memory of our defenders who died in the war, and so if you
we can take a
much,
look.
much more.
So I guess it's something where people started putting this down, and for I guess obvious reasons they didn't want to stop them, and it just kind of
I think it's spontaneous memorial.
yeah.
It's
So
an official place, but
I saw, like when I was walking here through the other day, I think somewhere around here there was a young woman who was just sitting for maybe like a half hour and just crying, and I didn't want to disturb her in any sort of way, but you sometimes see just people here paying their respects, almost like a cemetery you can kind of walk through and see the difference, I guess, dead soldiers. So but I want to also remark that I have no idea if there's going to be a air raid coming now or not. There was one, I guess that was about an hour ago or something like that. Yeah. So in terms of the way the air raids go, one of the things I thought that was really interesting here, and it may be kind of shocking if you live in the United States, is that when there's an air raid, generally people are not like freaking out. It's not like some sort of big movie war scene or something like that. People are mostly just kind of going about their days. Yeah. And I think it's because, like, for one, a lot of I guess we can probably go on Krishatek.
Yes.
Yeah, if there's something anybody wants to see in particular, let me know. But a problem is if we go under here, we might lose the signal. So I think it's basically like the drones. When the drones come in, Kyiv has, as I understand it, a very good air defense, right?
Yeah.
And so let's cross this while we can. So the drones get shot down pretty easily. So my understanding is that the drones are cheap, but then easier to shoot down. And then they have the ballistic missiles, which are what people actually get worried about. And that's where you're in trouble. Is that right?
Yes, definitely. Because it's too fast and it's harder to intercept.
Yeah. And so there are, like, I guess, Telegram channels where they have this information. I don't know if it's reliable. I guess you don't know who's telling you the information, but or is it from an official source?
Not official. It's partly official, I think. It's sometimes it's anonymous. Like,
Yeah. Can you speak a little louder? I have no idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can hear or not, but yeah.
And it's very useful because air raids sometimes it's like can be few hours in a day, or maybe 5 hours, and it's important to understand what kind of danger. If it's like Kyiv is a big city, so if there is a drone in the outside part, so it's more or less safe in the center part, so don't worry about that. But if it's like ballistics or some kind of air ballistic like Kinjal. So it should be.
I want to show this as well, that we still have, like, just in terms of like life going on. We just had an air raid just a little while ago, but we still have this thing with like the soccer ball. And how good are you at like boxing and punching? Are you any good at that?
No.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that. So, but there's still people here that'll be doing the various carnival-like events and things on the street. So I just kind of want to just show, we have like all the buses and everything, all the people out, all the life and everything. Oh, so you got a call. So if there's anything anyone wants to see in particular, it's or like to ask Roman, for example, because he's been living here, you can send in the chat. So there's Nirvana playing in the background. So probably when I post this, I'll get some sort of copyright notice. But this coffee link, like Legend of Zelda, I guess, is playing Nirvana. And it's warm now. I guess it's about 60 or 70 degrees or something like that. There's a bit of rain. But, Slava Ukraina. So, hello, Alexandra. I do have a question for Roman, because apparently, like, the first McDonald's was, maybe his wife is calling. He has 2 kids to look after. So I heard something about the first. So Roman, the first McDonald's, is that this one? Was this the one that was destroyed?
No, this one. Near Lukyanivska.
Oh, so Lukyanivska, that's the one that I saw.
Yes.
Okay.
The first one in Kyiv.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly, like 1997 or 98, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I just waiting my time to go to McDonald's, because it was so interesting experience.
Yeah.
So this is different for us in that time. Yeah.
So McDonald's was my mom says hi, Roman.
Hi.
So you can see all the,
I see.
So going to McDonald's is something very exciting for you then?
At that time, it was pretty.
So I guess this is just a different McDonald's. I wasn't sure what was hit by the missile. So Metro Lukyanivska, we're not there now, but it's been hit actually several times by missile attacks. I think.
5, I think.
At least 5 times. So this particular location, so I went there and I saw a lot of stuff that was destroyed. I'll be posting like in a, like the fully edited video later. And so it's the whole, like, the metro, the exit was destroyed, and like there are a whole bunch of the buildings, they look like they're all the windows were blown out. One of them, it's pretty clear where the missile hit, because you can see like on the top of the roof there was just like a whole bunch of like damage, and then just like all the windows below are out. So one of the things I thought was interesting, and Roman was telling me about, is that you guys, when you hear an air raid alert, you do not go down to the basement or the shelter, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what do you guys do instead? Because you have 2 small kids, or one small and one medium kid, I guess.
Yes. And one big wife. Yes.
One big wife. I don't. Okay, hopefully she doesn't hear that.
Yeah, we just so if there is explosion, or we know that it will be a cruise missile or ballistic, so we're going just behind two walls. Like, it's rule to have 2 walls between you and outside place. So I'm take my mattress and go into corridor and just go to sleep in a corridor. Like, it's to be a little bit safer. Just that's all.
Yeah.
It was a few times in the early beginning. I mean, like in February 22, that we go into basement. But it was like 3 years ago, even more. So
Yeah.
not the case. I mean, now it's really no, it's will be some nightmare if you go to basement or go to metro in every occasion. So it will be like no time for anything
Yeah.
if you do like that. And also, but some people go to metro and just spend the night when it's dangerous and yeah,
Yeah.
with kids, with animals also.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of back up with what Roman was saying. So it's no more comments, but we'll or questions. You can hold it if you want to watch. This is a little bit out of sync, so they're seeing a little delay, which I think there's some latency, which is intentional. So we had this big attack. I guess it was the biggest since the start of the war, something like that.
At least drone attacks. Yeah, it's the biggest in a row in 3 days. Like almost, I think it's like almost 800 or even maybe more. So it's some fantastic numbers, like some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it was like pretty intense. And also was not only drone attack, but also ballistic and cruise missiles and different kind of cruise missiles. So yeah, it was one of, I don't know if it's the biggest, but one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I hear some people saying biggest. I don't really know myself because, but like I'll just say like my experience with this and like to kind of back up with what Roman was saying, that I spent 3 nights in the shelter, and oh my God, did it take a toll on me. It's this. I think I had it way more comfortable than people that are in the metro. I at least had somewhere to plug in my laptop. I could do some math. I could do some whatever else I wanted to work on. Use my laptop and everything. But like basically like basically like I was going to bed at like 6 or 7 a.m., which I guess when I was 25, no problem. But at 44, not so nice. And I was just, when I was giving my talks, I mean, I think I was pretty clearly not in good shape that one day. At least I felt really bad, and yeah. So maybe I was able to fake it, but in all fairness, if I had to just keep going through this, like the toll on my health and well-being would have just been like unbelievable. So I'm pretty sure I would be doing the exact same thing as you if I was here longer. And another thing as well is like, I mean, no one here is really freaking out that much, and I think it's like whatever vibe you get from other people kind of rubs off on you some. So I don't know if everyone here is kind of calm when you hear like the air raid alerts coming, then you don't really freak out as much as if everyone were scrambling, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'll show you where we are now. What's this building here?
I'm not sure. It's like some
Kyiv Hall.
this kind of building to me is like Stalin Key. It's a buildings what was built after, I think it's after the Second World War. Krishchatik was almost totally destroyed by Nazi Germans and also by the Soviet when they just withdraw from Kyiv. So it was, it's like rebuilt it in such way. I think in early 50s probably.
I wanted to point something out. I don't know if this is going to be visible on the live stream because we're only doing 480p, but that's still the Soviet star on the top, right? So like there are still symbols of Soviet.
Not too many now, but
I even saw like a big giant mural like on the way to the Kyiv School of Economics where they had like the hammer and sickle from the Soviet Union. Like it's not that many, but you can still find evidence of this stuff around here. So, but this is the general architecture of the place, and I think there were some attacks around here, right? I understand like a while ago. like a drone attack or something like that?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Nothing special, I think. Without great.
I think people still died, was my understanding. I'm not sure on that, but so this is, I guess, kind of what happens, because like you see the attitude here. Like if something like this happened, like in the U.S., it would be, of course, people are freaking out, but everyone's so used to it. Nothing special. A few people died. It's but I think this is like what happens, right? That you need this sort of adaptation, getting used to the danger level, just to kind of get along in daily life, and so. Yeah, see, Roman's like, oh yeah, no big deal. After 3 years of this is what happens. I'm still a little on edge, to be honest.
Yeah, there is some adaptation, because it's really hard to live in permanent stress and thinking and frightening about your life, that it's gonna be a rocket, and so you just adapt and think it's gonna be okay, and just trying to think it's normal and it's okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Sviatoslav says something. Now it's a hotel. Okay. So is that true? I have no idea. Yeah. Could be. So
there is few buildings inside, and also the building of Palace of I don't remember, culture and science in the Warsaw.
okay,
It
yeah.
also
Yeah.
is this kind of buildings,
Okay.
like it was present from Stalin to
Yeah.
Poland.
Stalin is a very generous man, right? Because this thing Roman was talking about. For those of you who've been to Poland or Warsaw, it used to be the tallest building in Warsaw, but it's this just gigantic thing in Warsaw, and I really like it. But like it's connected to the Soviet past and influence of Poland,
in similar style of architecture, and also Moscow State University in the same style, for example. So it's the same kind of building.
yeah. So you can buy just like little subtle details of things. So like over here you can just these kiosks. These are like kind of like the fancy kiosks, not the crazy kiosks you can see. But you can just buy like all these like things like water, or energy drinks, or juice, or whatever, or coffee, and you just see these out everywhere. So we're getting to, this is the Bessarabska market coming up, right?
Yes.
So this is one of these. So they have all these nice markets. I think. Well, I like them in Eastern Europe, or like Europe kind of in general. But you can buy like food in this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. They have some other stuff too, or
No,
just food. Okay. I guess cross over here. Or? Okay. Some of these they sell some hilarious things. So Roman was telling me about. I think what were the fake Adidas? Like there was. Like back years ago when I came here, we were looking for like a B-Boss or a D-Boss or something like this.
Yeah.
Or
Some. Now it's pretty rare stuff, but when I was a kid, it's typical to buy your clothes in such a market outside. Just try and close behind a curtain and like on a cardboard. And it was typically Abibas, Reebok, and all the stuff.
I love the fake names, a B-Boss or a D-Boss, a B-DOS, and all this stuff. You can still kind of find some of this stuff, but like honestly, I felt like definitely since I've been coming to Kyiv since 2016, and I feel it's really been gentrifying quite a bit, to be honest. Like we're talking about, they would have these really weird kiosks, which are, by the way, still in Metro Darnitsa. And like they've just gotten rid of these things. Like they would have like some of the most nonsense names, and you'd have no idea what the hell's going on. And that's one of my favorite things, was walking around the kiosks. But they've gotten rid of most of those, and there's not any like as many obscene and weird toys in the grocery stores and crazy magazines. It's kind of becoming more normal here, I guess, a little bit more westernized. How are the comments? Anything else anyone's asking?
Yeah, there is Svetoslav recommend to shawarma.
Oh, shawarma. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's like kebab type stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
So, so on recommendation of Sviatoslav, I guess it's around
outside.
here. It's one on the outside. Okay. So yeah, so versions of kebab and all that are popular not just in Ukraine but like all over Europe, I guess, kind of. So you don't see it in the U.S. as much. Okay, so where should we go from here? Because we kind of walked like the length of Khreshchatyk. Can we cross to the other side without going underground?
I'm not sure.
So this is one thing. Okay, this is actually, I think, pretty cool. Like for me, this is one of the cooler things I found about Kyiv in the beginning. So look at these passages down here. So see this right there? That says Metrograd. And what is Metrograd? So this is actually like a gigantic underground mall. And in Detroit, for example, you're not going to see this, but like it connects, it even goes between metro stations. And I guess, is it a bomb shelter as well now? Maybe? Probably. So like very often when you're crossing the street, I think the idea is to make the traffic go smoother. They don't actually like have any crosswalks sometimes, and you need to go like underground down the stairs, cross over, and then back up the stairs, and we'll have like a bunch of shops and things like that. So it was really hard for me to figure out how to navigate this at first.
Yeah.
So like generally walking, well, I mean, you drive around the U.S. more than walk around the U.S., but walking around the U.S. is very, very, very different than walking around here. So let's see if we can find a way. I think there might be some way to cross, because we can go by some other stuff and see. So it's an ambulance or something. Oh, yeah, crosswalk is ending soon. And it was raining earlier today. Fortunately, we got some decent weather this time. And we're getting through here. So, yeah, and thank you for joining the stream, Pasolo. And Fietislav says maybe on Andreevsky's Descent. Andreevsky's Descent would actually be a really nice place to go, but it takes a little while to get there. Like I'm thinking, where would be nice places to see? Because if we go underground, like we lose the connection. That's one of the problems. Because I would love to go, if we could go like to the monuments, the former friendship monuments or whatever, the one with the rainbow.
Okay.
So this is something kind of interesting. So once again, maybe Roman can also tell this story better than I can, but there's a monument. It's like a rainbow. It's like this big Soviet metal structure, and it had like both a Ukrainian and a Russian, and it was somehow symbolizing the friendship between the two countries. And they've removed this monument. They've kept the rainbow. And I understand this rainbow was hit by a drone, actually, right? There was some sort of damage. That's what Irina told me.
Maybe.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. It's hard to even keep track of what's been damaged. So my understanding, and like I said, this is just what I've heard from other people, is that they don't know what they're going to do with this rainbow arch. It's something that's like definitely one of the visible signs of the city. You can see it from far away. But another thing too, here we have, like I said, this is Khreshchatyk Street. This is kind of the main touristic part of Kyiv. I mean, there's some other places as well, but you see like the wide Soviet boulevard right here. At least that's my understanding, right? That
Yes.
they would build. And so there's a Sum over there, and that was to be like Ukrainian goods in the past, right? I've heard.
Sum is a central, I think, universal magazine like shops.
Shop, okay.
Magazine shop in Ukraine and in Russia also. So it was from the left side, it was a central gastronom. It's like grocery shop, and it is curtain now.
Oh, right here, okay.
Yeah. It was fire, I don't know, 10 years ago probably.
Okay.
And also there is, it's not so many places when you can buy clothes or shoes. In Soviet times, so it was one of the biggest, or maybe even biggest shop in Kyiv in the Soviet time. And now it's like a fancy boutiques and
Yeah. They have some Chanel, some other stuff. I'm told that there's an affordable fish restaurant on the top. Okay, so comments. Let's see. Look, there's There's an Iskander M that is arriving right on your head. What does that mean? Iskander M? I'm not sure.
Iskander M, it's a ballistic missile.
Oh, that's the name of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for helping with that. So yeah, Iskander M, that's the name. I just hear ballistic missile, like it's
I'm not sure about the letter M or K. It's difference between ballistic and cruise missile.
Okay.
So I'm not sure about it, but I think it's ballistic.
I see. Yeah, well, if there was, then the live stream would be ending. And let's see, Sveta says on Andrea's descent on weekend there's a cool gallery or something like this. Oh yeah, photos. Okay, yeah, so of course my dad knows exactly about this because my dad loves all kinds of war-related things. So yeah, you can inform us of whatever other information because my dad knows all about like the tanks and the planes and all these types of things. And what do you say, it's very fast?
Yeah, because it's ballistic. It's like a few minutes, like 10 minutes from the start, and pretty fast.
So yeah, there's also something. There's a sign of the war up here. So like I said, a lot of this, it just looks like there's business as usual. But here we have about the Mariupol defenders. So see if you can see it if it's close enough. Azovstal Free Mariupol defenders. So it's in English. So do you know the current situation on that? How many of them are still in captivity, or sorry, it's being held by the Russians?
I know thousands.
Okay.
Probably. I'm not sure about precise number, but like it's like from Azov battalion. As I know, there is nobody who returned from. Oh, okay, almost nobody who returned from Russian captivity. Yeah.
No prisoners of war were returned or anything.
Yes. Oh.
I think we can get a better shot of this right now. So if that's visible. Was there anything else you wanted to say on that? Or are we on? More comments? Let's see. Bill took me. So this is one of the many places I took my mom. So back in late 2021, I brought my mom to Kyiv, and that was almost the previous time because I hadn't seen Roman in a few years. Roman came to Poznan. I flew him over on my grant, and we're doing math, and also hanging out in like abandoned factories and hospitals and things like this too. And Roman was complaining about that, but then you're looking at every detail and you're like, oh well, what's this, and what's this, and what's this. So, and I dragged my mom along to that as well. But she was also in Kyiv right before that, and so this was one of the many places my mom recognizes. So I can ask mom, like, does this look the same as it did, back in late 2021? I think I already know the answer to that. But we also went to Chernobyl, and I guess is Chernobyl, is that possible to get there now or not? Is that restricted?
I'm not sure, but I'm almost sure that no, it's possible now.
Yeah.
Because when I lived in Vyshgorod, there is a satellite city of Kyiv with a hydroelectric station. So it was a favorite place to go. It's along the river, and now it's forbidden to just walk there because there is a regime object. So it's military post that you could just cross this line and just because it's it's for national security, because Russian trying to destroy Dnipro in Zaporizhia and also destroyed Kakhovka dam. So and definitely the same for Chernobyl.
I wanted to make another remark. This is totally unrelated to this also, that I'm making a point not to point the camera, but there are definitely guards, especially like towards Maidan. Let's cross over here, I guess, because that's kind of what we wanted to do, right? Yeah, we'll cross to the other side. There are people and guards walking around with rifles and everything like this, and like, I think generally speaking, we're not supposed to show any military or stuff on here, so I'm making a point not to, show anything like this. But there are things like this if you keep your eyes open. And actually, when I was in the bomb shelter, the second like full night I was in the bomb shelter, there were two guys that were, I think it's a Ukrainian National Guard, if I read it correctly, and they were there. They had also these big guns, and they were just kind of hanging out there, I think, until about 3 or 4 a.m. And then I think they might have left at that point. So I'm sure you're totally used to this type of stuff at this point, I guess. But maybe this way, because I'm kind of starting to get used to it myself. So we're going to head to the other place that's often seen on the news, the other side of Maidan. And I would love to go. How's any comments or things, questions? Oh, okay, so some more information. So Sviatoslav says there was a 1,000 for 1,000 exchange recently, and not a single Azov. So I guess the Azov battalion is still, no one's been returned. And Mom says Kyiv looks pretty much the same, but you're just in one part. And yeah, so the people that I'm talking about that you don't want, I don't see any of them around here right now, but like around, like right on Maidan, for example, especially near this memorial of sorts, like you see people walking around with the gun, with the big guns and everything, and I just kind of made a point not to look there. And sometimes in other random places, but not as much on the street. So, oh, I hate these scooters. Oh my God. They're in Poznan as well, and they just kind of like run you over if you're not careful. So, yeah, maybe we can see. I'm trying to see if we can see the arch from here, because
Yes.
I can see it, but like it's a 480p stream, so I don't know how well we can take a look and see if. And I mean, notice also there's still a ton of traffic here. People are out driving and everything. So can everybody or anybody at all see there's like a big arch in the distance over there? This is this rainbow, this friendship monument. So if we can get there, I would like to try to. I don't know if it's possible without going under the street. But actually, this building up there, that was the one that was burned down in the Maidan Revolution, right?
Yes.
So there's I guess if you tell the story when we get closer. And by the way, is the wind noise, yeah, my dad says scooters are in the US also. I remember seeing this in Dallas a couple of years ago also. But that's Italian restaurants, you can still sit outside in the nice weather. There's where we started over there with Maidan Nesnoleshensty. And oh yeah, I also wanted to say, so there's I bought some Putin toilet paper to bring back to some people, and I still have like a couple pairs back in my apartment, but I think it's just even on display they're starting to have some wear and tear, so I need to replenish. But like before, I don't know if this is because of like the missiles and things, but like I remember when I was in Ukraine before, there were more people just sort of set up on the street around Maidan. And now it seems like it's only really, for the most part, underground. Like there's a couple people over there, but I think fewer. Because like I remember over there even, like there used to be like a big vendor of Putin toilet paper a few years ago.
Okay.
And
I don't know. Previous time I was in Maidan, it's like I don't remember exactly when.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2 years. Yeah, it's because so I don't know really what's going on here.
Okay, yeah, you don't come here very often.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Roman lives on the west side of the city.
Yep.
So, this building up here, this is what? Can you tell us what happened in this building? 11 years ago, I guess.
Yeah. So it was. I don't remember exactly what the stuff was here, but anyway, there was barricades and many tents. And also stage just right here.
This is for the Maidan Revolution, right?
Yes,
That
yes.
eventually led to the ousting of President Yanukovych.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also there was some
There was
like medics was here, and also there is some food preparation inside this building of.
Can you speak a little louder because there's traffic noise?
I think it's like labor unions. It's at like Budynok Prospilok, so it's a house of labor unions, professional unions. Yeah, it was like some fire because there was a clash with police.
But they set it on fire, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
so this building was set on fire by the police.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Probably.
My mom wants to know about your Maidan experience. And my dad's asking for a whole bunch more Putin toilet paper.
Okay, I see.
So mom says, who Roman should tell us about his Maidan experience?
It's not so big experience. Yeah.
Can you speak louder and talk this way?
Yeah. So I'm not sleeping here in a tent or
Let's walk
something
this
like
way a little bit.
but it was some tradition to just go around tents and to watch what's going on here, and after the work you just come here, and yeah, a few times it was intense when there was some clashes with police, like in the end of January, and then in the end of February, then 18th February, it was a big clash, and I took some part in that. I was near Verkhovna Rada Parliament building, and also near Bankova Street. And yeah, it was this day when it began these clashes with police with too many victims. So it's like around 100, I think. So yeah, and
I read there
was
were-
one of the people who was there, and then just ran away from Bankova Street near the president residency, and just going here because there was barricade under this bridge. And
The bridge over there. Okay, gotcha.
yeah, it's like so. And then police start shoot.
So they're snipers, was the understanding, right? Yeah. So
But yeah, and I have a little time before our seminar.
oh, do you
You
need?
know.
Oh, yeah, because you were going to a math seminar, right?
Yeah, for our
Okay.
department. So it's just after the teaching, I go here and then go to Bankova Street, and yeah, and then I'm run away from police and back to university to take part in math seminar. Yeah, but it was a difficult day because no metro service in the day, and it's pretty hard to with transport without metro in Kyiv.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah. Kyiv's a big city. Is it like 3 million people or something like that, or
I
something?
think even more.
Maybe even more. Yeah. So it's a really, really, really big place. So you can imagine. I guess that's Chicago or something. I'm trying to think of my numbers. Could you lay down in the grass? Which grass? Is that for Roman or for me? Is there a reference there I'm missing to the last comment? Ask Roman if the corruption muse. Oh yeah, Medjugorje.
It was closed, but probably it's now open. I saw some photos from just recently. And there is some excursion here. So yeah, now it's open. But I think it was closed for some time.
Yeah, this is so to explain to everyone what this is. This was the residence of the former president Yanukovych.
Yes.
And like I forget all these details, but he was basically stealing all this like huge amounts of money that were meant for Ukraine. Like, do you remember how much? Like, it was billions, maybe, or
Yeah, some kind of goods. Yes.
it was some crazy amount of thing, and it was kind of like, I mean, my thoughts were like it was. I guess kind of like our thoughts were something like it was some combination between Michael Jackson's Neverland and Louis XIV Versailles or something. It was just absolutely insane, and you could go there and visit. There were like these Ukrainian what were those people that were occupying it? Because I don't know how official these tours were. There was someone who was wearing a Ukrainian flag, I think, that we bought tickets from, and like, what was their deal?
So in the Maidan was there like self-defense, not battalion, but some gangs, or yeah, it was like sotnya. It's like hundreds. Samoobrony, self-defense, 100. If I translate just my words. There is one of them, I think, just go to Yanukovych residence and just trying to stop stealing from there, so just to take this place in a control, and because there is enough stuff to steal.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this was crazy because I think like we saw, like you can watch one of my old YouTube videos from 2021. I have no idea when I actually posted it, but it was filmed in 2021, and like it was just full of gold, this and that, and there was a lion and this gold chapel. I think there was a gold toilet even. I think there used to be, and I think it was removed. I heard maybe.
Yeah, it's some legend.
There's a legend. Okay, maybe it's not real.
And
It's believable with everything there. So.
Golden bread, and yeah. And also private zoo, and
yeah. This is why it's kind of like Michael Jackson's. He had the zoo and everything, the private zoo, and But well, some dogs running, some big poodles. Those look like they're okay. Hold on, let me turn this around. Yeah, they're not stray dogs. They look like they're someone's poodles, I think. But yeah, this is this other part where I think you see this on the news as well. Maybe this is familiar. Like I think some kind of like shots. This is a Globus, so this is another underground mall. And yeah, so for those who love dogs, yeah, I think it's those guys' dogs. So yeah, maybe this area is familiar. And yeah, I guess this President Yanukovych, he's still in Russia. Is that true?
Probably. I'm not sure about that, but should be, I think.
Yeah. So, this is where I hate to comment too much on like all the political and intrigue stuff that, I guess he was a pro-Russian president, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And so like this Maidan thing, this was like a push against also the Russian influence? Or
not at that time. Not
Okay.
at that time, but
What was
yeah,
it?
The starting of, so it's, from the beginning it's named Euromaidan. So it was from, there is some agreement with European Union and Ukraine about, I don't remember exactly, but about some trading stuff or something like that. And was just denied by President Yanukovych. There is first intents to state our it, let me say, I don't remember this right word for this stuff, but for some political stuff. I mean, that our way to European Union and not to Russia, and there was some, at the beginning it was like, I think 30 students just below this monument of Ukraine, and yeah, and they was beaten in the night by police, and this created so people was so angry about this I don't know, provocation from Yanukovych, just beat these students without arms, without anything, just staying in the street. So like in a few days it was probably million people here.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's...
it was like, it was December 1st, I think, of the 2013. Yes, and there was a really start of Maidan. And yeah, and it was second Maidan. The first one was orange in 2004. Also, but this first one was also about Yanukovych, but there is some election fraud from yeah, on the president election.
Yeah, so
That was not so cruel like second one.
yeah, it's kind of, I mean, this was just like a couple years before I came here first, because I was, in 2016 first, so that was still, I guess, pretty fresh at the time. So okay, so we're about, let's see how far in. We're 52 minutes in right now, so we can go see some more stuff. My train is at 11, so it's about 3 hours. So I'm going to Lviv tonight, so that's less often attacked, but I guess the air defense isn't as good. So I don't know. So hopefully it'll be fine. I'm going to give a talk at the university there and do who knows what else. So yeah, do you guys have any other questions, or is there anything else you want to see or whatever? There's of course a latency and delay, so we can walk a little bit. Let's see, what way do we want to walk? Maybe a little more towards
the rainbow.
Can we get to the rainbow without going underneath? Yeah, let's see if we can do that, because that's a little challenge.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably cross.
Oh, if we cross over there. Okay. I think, isn't that like the main post office or something?
Yes, it's a main post
Yeah.
office.
I need to mail some postcards. Is there any chance that Michael Namey is watching this now? Michael Namey wants some postcards, also the Hatchet Man. Yeah, teenagers hanging out. Got flower shops. There were before a bunch of people out here with souvenirs and things, but I guess it's maybe too late. I don't know. There's also a midnight curfew. There's another McDonald's over there. Yeah, so that's good clarifying. I wasn't sure which McDonald's that was. So it was the one by Metro Lukyanivska. So they actually rebuilt it, because I was there.
Yeah.
Like, I guess really quickly they rebuilt it. So that's something that really was shocking to me. I hear even in Kyiv that they're trying to rebuild stuff a lot. Like, that's what Irina Yegershenko told me, I think. I'm losing track of, there's so much stuff that's happened these past 10 days, I'm losing track of, everything. But, so I guess walk all the way up there. Hotel Kozatsky's. Yeah, some hotels here. But yeah, so that's the thing, is like, if you notice, there's really not so much destruction, and I think that there are a lot of places where there was destruction, but just they cleaned it up. So I think this is something it's probably mentally really helpful that when you still see familiar surroundings, that they try to clean up the things rather than just seeing a bunch of destroyed things. But there's still a lot of stuff that's left, because I mean it's not a small city. And with, more than 3 million or how many ever people are here, even with these like big attacks like they had recently, they're not gonna, destroy the whole city or something. There's stuff that's gonna get hit. A lot of things are gonna be knocked down, with the air defense system. There are a lot of murals in Kyiv, by the way. I don't know if that's the best one necessarily, but there's a whole bunch. Is that an embassy up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah, Swedish embassy. So, okay, so we're gonna try crossing over here. And I actually kind of need to use the bathroom, to be honest. But I guess, okay, we don't need a light. Do you know if there's a bathroom on the way? It can be a problem. There's one underground, but we'll lose the signal if we go there, so.
McDonald's always the option.
So what's an option?
McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, but then we gotta cross back. Actually, would you mind, can we jaywalk to save time? Because I'm thinking McDonald's, if we go back to McDonald's, and it'll take time to go back. Yeah, can we just jaywalk from that side? Because I want to go, like, maybe, do you mind, like, kind of like I run in and use the bathroom at McDonald's and you tell everyone a story, maybe? Something like that. Everyone's like, okay. I'll be quick with it. This is like, a practical situation sometimes. McDonald's at least has the free bathrooms, usually. So, that's So we're gonna go, so I think, yeah, how about this? Maybe, okay, McDonald's is right over there, right? Okay, so can I, do you wanna just like hang out somewhere around here and I'll come back? Do you wanna take my phone? And you can.
Okay.
Okay, if anyone has any questions for Roman, and by the way, just so you know, the way this works, that turns it around, and then that turns it back.
So it's some trespass, it's just built. Okay, it's gonna be okay. So, people are being I'm trying to understand what Igu right. The people right are not given down here. It's not true. I mean, forcibly mobilized to the front of the face of desperate resistance. No, I'm not sick of all of this, because we need to defend our country. We saw what Russian can do when there's nobody who can defend a country, so it's probably not the option for Ukraine, and I'm living here, it's pretty safe, and I have no problem with mobilization. And I think it's really important, and there is not such thing that you just kidnapped on the street by military. No. Concentration camp country. Such a nonsense. Okay. I don't know what to show you, but I don't want to go away from place where Bill lived me. So I'm trying to. So yeah. It's some quiet life, I think. especially on a weekends, it's crowdy on the streets, and we'll trying to arrange this stream on a weekend, but yep, it was I don't remember the holiday on the US in that day. So it's, but in a weekend there is so many people on the street. Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you have a story to tell, you can keep doing it. How was everything?
I'm trying, but probably not so good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Were they-
There is, it was 18 and now it's only 12.
Oh, for recruitment of soldiers, it's down to 12.
No, I mean like
For the-
with my part. Just
Okay. The people left because no. Don't worry about it. It goes up and down. No worries. We're gonna go back to the rainbow. Yeah, I thought you were. Okay, let's see comments. So, yeah. So I definitely know about this issue, this situation where you're saying people 18 to 60 are are not allowed to leave because of military service. And yeah, that's of course true. And people's rights are not coming down here. People are forced to mobilize to the front for. So, did you answer the question or any thoughts?
I'm trying. I think it's nonsense because we're not living in like in Europe or in Germany or in the US right now. We're living in Ukraine, and in Ukraine in the war.
Yeah.
So it's different story. It's not so like a freedom stuff, and we are just in a concentration camp. It's not true, but nevertheless, Ukraine in a war, and it's needs to be some defenders. So it's the biggest war in Europe in 8 years. So.
I think Mark is asking Roman, the pole at the center of Kyiv, what does it stand for? So I guess, Mark, you're referring to this, right? Up ahead? There. That. No. This thing right there.
It symbolized Ukraine, like on the top. It's a girl, so it symbolized Ukraine, I think.
Symbolizes Ukraine. By the way, one cool thing here, it's maybe hard to see this. This is a Musée Medusa over there. So I went there. It's a jellyfish museum. So in Ukrainian, Medusa, like Medusa means jellyfish. So I was a little confused by that at first. I thought it was some like Medusa mythological thing, but we are on our way to the. I think what we can do is maybe go as far as the arch. Oh no, there's a really nice bridge after that.
No, there is. It was also about some pillar. Means that pillar. It's a pillar.
Yeah.
No, it's not was built in USS.
So that was it. Okay, so it's different.
It was like in I think in 2000 or maybe not even later. It's like 2002. So it's not about friendship or Ukraine and Russia. It's a different story. It's this rainbow. Rainbow monument. It was built in a USSR, but not this one.
Yeah. So the pole would refer to the thing over there. So the rainbow monument that we're hopefully finding a way to go to and across the street is the one that was this friendship monument. And I think I took my mom here, and when you were here, they still had like both the Russian and the Ukrainian, and they've removed that since. So it's going to look a little different. And there's a really nice bridge over there as well. So we're going to continue going. People trying to sell us. Oh, yeah, I ran into you a couple days ago, I remember.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kyiv.
Yeah. I'm from Lviv.
Lviv?
Yeah.
Ого. Speak Ukraine?
Yeah. Yakoyu.
Дякую.
Medusa.
Медуза?
Yeah, Medusa. Хрещатик.
Хрещатик, так.
Anyway.
Have a good day.
Hey. Alright, Yakuyu. Anyway.
Someone goes who are trying to put you some
Well, it's this like ribbon. It's this like
ribbon,
Ukrainian
yes.
flag ribbon, yeah.
Yes.
And I
they
know this.
give you and then trying to ask you for money.
Yeah. Yeah, I ran
Annoying.
into. Yeah, it is annoying, but I don't know. Can be entertaining on the live stream, maybe, I don't know. So, I ran into some of them around here the other day. Oh, was it Mafia over here? Hold on, this could be a funny name for people, because like for me at first it was kind of interesting. I mean, it just kind of silly, but and so there's a chain of restaurants named Mafia, and you can do a lot of karaoke and stuff in Mafia. So I know you've done karaoke. You don't. I've heard that you don't sing, but you dance for karaoke, right? Is that true?
Yeah, but no, it's true for now. It's like 10 years ago.
Okay, 10 years. This is what Ira told me. It's, I don't know,
Yes,
maybe
yes.
6 years ago. I'm not sure. So, okay, so can we cross the street somehow?
And you
Maybe
might
ahead.
ask about crack in the art.
Yes. So, do you have a story about that?
Yeah, but it was even before a big invasion, full-scale invasion. So it's a crack because war began not 3 years ago. It was more than 10.
Probably just jaywalk here, right?
Just- yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
11 years. So yeah, there is crack in a friendship and crack in this heart.
There's, I just thought of this. Like, I think a good place to end might be around the bridge. There's actually some really beautiful scenery that I can show you guys. Because, honestly, I think Kyiv is a really beautiful city. There's a lot of green areas, a lot of nice stuff. There's a nice river. And so if I think we get like a view from the bridge, that could be a good place to go as far. So can we cross here or not? This is a challenge, not to go underground. So if we go down further, do you think it works? Okay, we're going the long way around. Hopefully not too long. But this is the bridge up there. Yeah, because it's so close. We just want to go like right over there. But do you think there's a chance to jaywalk it or not? Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna disobey the traffic laws and cross our comments and things. Okay, nothing new. Okay. Oh yeah. So hold on. Olga. So hello, Olga. Yeah. Thank you for joining. So over there in Warsaw. Yeah, for better or worse, I'm leaving Kyiv tonight to go to Lviv. So, but this friend, there's this bracelet scam, right? That those girls are trying to do, and they do this like in Rome as well and stuff. There's like the African bracelet scam. So I would always actually just like they would ask where I was from, and I always just give them some like rare African country that most people don't know about, and then they'd be like, oh, and then they just leave me alone. So that actually kind of worked sometimes. Okay, we're getting kind of close. Maybe. Like that side's okay, I think. And this side is still coming. If you want to gun it at any point, we're close. Okay, after this car we're going. Yeah, this is fine now. Okay, let's go. Okay, all right. We are good. Okay, great. Okay. So we'll get up to the bridge in the Friendship Arch. So it's just this way, right? Yeah. So what do you guys, who've never been to Kyiv, what do you think so far? I mean, obviously this isn't the entire city. We're just like right in the very center. It would look very different if I was live streaming from like one of the neighborhoods with big old Soviet apartment buildings. So we're gonna go up here. What's this over here?
It's Philharmonic.
Ah, the Philharmonia or something, or Philharmonia, yeah, okay. I think isn't there some sort of like puppet museum if you go far enough in some direction, or no, some sort of like, there's some sort of place where there's like puppet shows, I think.
Yeah. There is a puppet theater.
Okay,
But
it's that way somewhere?
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And also museum of toilet.
Yeah, museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, we should have just live streamed only from the Museum of Toilets. I think that would have been maybe not too many people would have wanted to see that, but I have not been to that yet, actually. I went to the Jellyfish Museum, I wanted to go to the aquarium in Metro Darnitsa, but I didn't have time today. Okay, we're getting pretty close. It's just right up ahead. And they often have like, do they still have like amusement park rides here sometimes? Because
Right now.
I think there's at least some like fun little things for kids to ride around on. So any more comments, or did anyone ask anything? Say anything?
Mom asked about bridge that bombed.
Oh yeah, was the bridge bombed?
Started. I'm not sure about which one. It was like glass. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was over there.
Glass bridge.
Are they military over there? Or what are they?
I'm sure.
Okay, I'm not sure. So let's at least look at this here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to turn the camera right or not, if it's allowed, so I'm not going to. But here's so here, let's just stop for a second. This is where the monument used to be, a friendship between, or the two Russian and Ukrainian statues. And this is this arch. I mean, look how Soviet and metal and brutalist this thing is. So, but what's the story behind where they have that part there, the black part?
It's like a crack.
So that's the
in
crack.
A friendship. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
brotherhood. To nation. Friendship. Eternal friendship, like you said. Of Ukraine and Russia. So there is crack.
Yeah, that's definitely not a friendship now.
Yep.
I don't know if it ever was a friendship. So let's go see the city. So I want to give everybody a really nice view. And just look at this. I mean, the scale of this is really impressive in person. You see, it's just made out of this cold, well, I don't know if it's steel or what specific metal it's made out of, but it's pretty harsh. And what do you think is going to be a better view? Because I guess it's kind of coming to sunset. It's a bit cloudy today, but I guess we could get a good view. Are those a bunch of furries up ahead? Like, I figure they're probably just people trying to scam us out of money, but they look kind of like furries also.
Yeah. This bridge was bombed in the beginning. Yes.
Okay, so this bridge was bombed. Okay. And they fixed it?
Yeah.
It's fine? Okay. Yeah, so yeah, can you guys see, like, is that a furry? Roman, is that a furry? Is that like a pervert, or is it a scammer?
Yeah, it's a scammer.
Scammer, okay.
Sorry,
They look kind of... No, thank you. So, yeah, here's a view I wanted to show you guys. And can you see, I don't know if it's visible here, but there's like a tiny little church there, like really, really small. And that's something to me that always stood out as being really nice and interesting. There's a bridge, and I forget, what's the name of that? Is that island over there, or is it just the other side of the river?
Yeah, it's an island, Tuhaniv.
Kyiv, okay. They have like a beach over there, so like, there's actually a lot of beach space in Kyiv. Some in Hydro Park, there's some like over here. So, and there's a whole nice wooded area to take walks through and everything over there, and it's more scammers that look like furries. So, but anyways, how are we? I think we should probably actually like stop pretty soon. Let me check the comments and things. Do we have anything more? Yeah, Kyiv is larger than Mykolaiv. Absolutely. With friends like this, who needs enemies? Yeah, absolutely. Glass bridge. Yeah, the bridge was bombed. The crack in the arch, because that goes back. And yeah, it's absolutely a cool landscape. So there is a lot of beautiful stuff here. And yeah, that's this furry stuff is not my kink, not something I'm into. I just keep thinking there's like a furry convention on this bridge. I know that that's something else, but so yeah. If you come to Kyiv, yeah, I just realized they're just trying to get your money instead. So let's yeah. Is there anything else? Because I think I actually pretty soon want to go and just go back to the hotel, get all my stuff put together. So I make the train actually early. Because I'm usually doing everything last minute, in all fairness.
I probably need a time because it can be a raid again, so you need to
I'll get a shot with like this is a better. Here's the two of us with a nice background. So some sort of thumbnail with like this or the sunglasses, even though we don't need them. But yeah, Roman was making a good point that because there can be an air raid, maybe the taxis shut down or something else shuts down and I can't get to the hotel. So I think that's probably what we should do now. So I guess that's it. And so definitely thank you everyone for joining me on this live stream. This is yeah, there's us, there's always a little latency. I'm really happy to be here again. This is, like I said, one of my favorite cities to visit. I don't even know how many times I've been here. And it's been a little bit of a nervous time for obvious reasons, but I'm very glad that I've actually been here. And I survived it. I'm a little tired, but otherwise okay. So, and yeah, thank you. Thank you, Alexandra. I'll stay safe. And this is a night train to Lviv, so I guess hypothetically we sleep in it, but it's I think it starts at 11 p.m., which I'm super nocturnal. I'm wide awake often until 2 or 3 a.m., and then it arrives at 6 or 7, I think. So for me, it's not convenient, but I'll get to sleep a little after. So yeah, good luck, Roman, and yeah, thank you, Sviatoslav, and yeah, thank you, John, as well. So like I said, happy everyone joined me here, and I'll keep everyone updated. I'll post actual videos about this trip. There's even in the bomb shelter, I'm going to have a video about that situation. So, all right, so I will see everyone later, and I'm going to exit